write down a problem too. So you can remember it, and you've already heard it how many times? Well, you've heard it once, but you've also seen it, right?
So you'll have the visual on the board, you'll hear it from me, and as you're writing, usually you're like saying it out loud in your head. Or saying it inside your head, not out loud in your head. It wouldn't make sense. Okay?
About 30 seconds, we're pretty close.
Yeah. Pencils down, or hand on your head when you're done. Sorry, let's see. Liz, if it's easier, babe, just write the length, height, and weight, okay, for the car. That might take you a long time. If it's taking you a while to write, then just make sure you get especially the numbers down, because those are going to be important. Now that you're talking about a bike and a car.
So the car is 38 inches long, like the bike is high, and weighs 39 pounds, or is that the bike?
Oh, the bike.
Good question.
Yeah, sorry, I guess I didn't include that. Okay, so I'm going to draw a visual for you guys, okay?
Oh, you can draw that too?
Yeah, so draw that for me. Because it'll come in handy.
So I'm swapping spots.
Okay? And then it's important to know, after you draw this picture, that the family car is 5 times the length of the bike. Car is 5 times the length of the bike. Okay?
Well, that's not 5 times.
Okay, well, it's not precisely accurate. My lines are not.
That would also be a very, what? Big or small car? Very long
Okay.
car, right?
So if we got this picture,
Sorry.
what does the 38 inches represent?
Hey, you guys scoot back just a little bit, because you're so close to that.
So let's raise your hand so we're not shouting out. So what is the 38 inches represent? Christian?
The bike.
The bike. The length of the bike, right? So what does our question mark represent? Liz? Well, we said that the 38 inches, so the bike length is 38 inches, right? So what does so the question mark represents the what? What about the car?
If we have the length of the bike, what are we trying to find out?
Yeah.
There you go.
So the question mark is the length of the car, okay?
Okay, so I'm going to act like Mrs. Johnson just gave me that problem. What are some different ways that I could solve this problem? Give me some ways. Yes. Okay, so I could multiply, just straight up, nothing else, right? What could I do?
Repeated addition.
Okay, use repeated addition. So that's 2. What's another way? Okay, I could use compensation. What else could I do?
Division. Like you do like 30.
If it was the opposite way, say it was 38 inches, or the car was 38 inches, and the bike would be, what, 5 times less than the...
Yeah.
5 times less, then I would divide.
But think, we haven't got to division yet, so we're not thinking about division.
Right.
So think, what if you struggle with your multiplication? What could you do? If you struggle with number combination.
Rounding.
You can estimate.
What could I
Okay,
What
Kramer.
could I do?
Use a raise.
Use a raise, which is doing what? I'm drawing a picture, right? I mean, not really on that picture, but... Alright, so draw a picture. So that's what I'm going to do for this problem. So, can I,
Yeah, just erase it.
Okay.
Okay, she's going to draw, the eraser's right next to the big one. So she's going to draw a newer, better picture for you guys.
Better.
Using an array. Like, who said an array? Kramer, was that you?
Yeah.
So she's going to show the picture in an array.
Right. All right. So I know how long my bike is. How long is my bike? 38 inches. So I'm gonna draw. Alright. And this is gonna be 38 inches, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put bike above it. Now, how many times longer is my car than my bike? So what can I do on my second row for my picture? Put 5 what? 5 lengths of what? How many do I have right now? 38, right? So I need to make sure that my pictures are the same, or my shapes are the same length, right? Because if I had this and I said this is 38, this is 38, would that be accurate?
No.
Why not?
Too small.
It's too small. That wouldn't make any sense, right? Okay.
What's like?
So I need to make sure they're the same length. So I'm gonna go 1. You guys count. Now these aren't really exact, but
We're doing our best.
you get them. All right. What am I on? 4 and 5. Now using this, what were some of the ideas that we came up with? I want each of you to complete that problem using this picture in your different ways that you said to me. So you can pick whatever way you want to do it, and then we'll talk about the different ways that we completed the problem and see if we got the same answers. Because I heard, what did I hear? Compensation, multiplication, repeated, addition, breaking apart. That's an awesome one, right? Especially for these big guys. What else? Using an array, which is what we did, right? Okay, so once you guys complete your problem, I'm going to ask some.
Like the answer?
Figure it out. Are you ready already?
Yeah.
All right, well, hold your horses. Did you finish yours?
So hand on your head when you're done.
Doing what?
Like drawing the picture.
Oh, I did.
Did you finish the problem? You can do the problem. Oh, is that you?
Okay. So let's take a look back here at the picture. So just hold up for a second, okay? Just stop what you're doing so you can look here, okay? So we got our picture here. We're talking about the length of our bike and our car, right? So let's go back to our problem. What does our problem say? What does the story say, Amira?
38.
No, what does our whole story say?
A bike is smaller than the average family car. The bike length is 30 inches, height is 19 inches, and the weight is 31 pounds.
Right. So in that problem, is there any missing information that you would need? Is there any information that's missing for you to solve the problem? Anemia?
The car is 5 times the length of the bike.
Well, we said that down here that the car is 5 times the length of the car. So is there any information that we would need to solve the problem to figure out the length of the car?
No.
No.
It is. It's just turned off.
So if there's no missing, is there any extra information that was given to us that we don't need?
Yeah.
Liz, was there extra information given to us that we don't need? What was it? The height and weight. Does the height and weight matter if we're trying to figure out the length of the car? No. So you can just basically cross all that out and ignore it. So you can just ignore it. So when you get a problem like that on your paper, and you already figured out that you're just learning about length, just cross it out because it's trying to confuse you. Okay? Yes, Grandma, you have a question?
What are we doing here?
Just hold on a second. Okay, so cross that information out because we don't need it. It's irrelevant.
And on tests, guess what they do? This is like a really weird thing they do. So they know how you could mess up, right? What's a way that you could mess up that problem? Go ahead.
Not having like the right, like not having all the right information.
Information. So you could use what? What would be something that you could mess up on that problem?
Like you see height and weight, and you just think, oh, it's wants the height or weight, and you don't read everything.
Right.
And then you multiply.
So do they think that and you multiply what?
The height or weight 5 times.
5 times, and guess what they have as one of the answer choices?
The answer.
The answer to those, right?
Yeah.
And so then you think you got it right, when maybe if we would have crossed it out, we would have gotten the right answer, right? So that's why they do that. They put those answers because they know how you're going to mess up. They gave you the extra information to mess up with, right? So you have to be smarter than them and cross that out. So make sure that we don't do that. All right, you want me to go through the answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Miss Jasper's gonna help you solve the problem.
Okay, so I want you to use the ways that you have thought of and complete the problem, because I know you haven't all completed it yet. And I want you, once you've completed it, put your hand on your head. And I'm going to call on somebody. I'm going to erase this so that you can come show me how you completed yours. We know that it's 5 times the length, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
6, right?
All right, come show me. So I'm going to need you to scoot back just a little bit, Bud, so she can fit in here. I want you to show me your, whoa, I'm throwing markers at you. Sorry. All right, so show yours right here. Okay. Okay, so what do we have to do with my answer before you're finished? Ah, can you label my answer? Can you label it?
label? So
What
what
do
are we talking about? So what'd you get for your answer? 190? Is it 190 apples, 190 bananas, 190 pounds?
Somebody help her out.
Inches.
Inches, right?
Can I show my name?
Perfect. Do you see how that? So they could put, you could get the answer for 190, but then what if they put 190 inches, 190 feet, 190 pounds? You have to make sure you know that label, right? Awesome. So how many people did this? She split apart her multiplication, which is called what?
Expanded algorithm.
Expanded algorithm. So how many people completed theirs like that?
No.
Only one other person? 2? 1? All right. If you did it a different way, raise your hand so I can get it. Right there. Come show me. And you're in the middle.
Yeah, she did it the same way you did. Was the expanded algorithm just like you? Well, yeah, but you had the same. You used the same style of math. Good. What are you missing? Guys, make sure you put your labels, because on test, you get deduction, like me and Mr. Mac deduct a half a point
Awesome.
without your label, so make sure it's
Thank
always
you,
important. So I know what you're labeling. So,
How many people did it that way?
I did.
That's a more common way too, right? All right. Who did it a different way than that? My last victim. Right here.
Why did you do it a different way? Isn't that the same way? That's the same way. That's the same. Oh. No, that's the same.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's not. That's the new rhythm.
I know, you'll get. A lot of you guys can't see because the board's not that big. She'll have to wait a second to move to see it.
That's the new way Mr. Mac told me.
That's the that's expanded. Right. Hey, I can see it.
They're both expanded.
Oh, thank you for magically fixing that before I looked.
You saw it. You just said shh.
Okay, so we all got the same answer, right?
Yeah.
So that shows me what?
There's different ways that you can
There's
solve it.
different ways that you can solve it, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So any of these ways, you can still use that picture, yes?
That's all.
So what does 190 inches represent? So we found 190 inches, so what is that
The
for?
car.
Jariah?
The car.
What about the car? Tall, short, what? Long. Very good. It's 190 inches long, which is also known as the what? The length, right? Because long is length. Height is tall.
So can height be measured in inches as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Can your weight be measured in inches? No. Can the amount of soda in a soda can that be measured in inches?
No.
No. What could that be measured in? Ounces, right?
Liters.
Depending on how much you have, right?
Yeah.
Can
A cake be, can the size of a cake be measured in inches?
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
What about the pool? The water in the pool? Can it be measured in inches?
Yeah, but it's really big, so sometimes.
Well, can you measure water in inches?
No.
No, you can measure the length of the pool in inches, but can you measure the water in inches?
You can
No.
measure the water with full capacity.
Yes.
Good.
Volume, right?
Okay.
All right. So, do you think that a problem like this might show up on your test?
Yeah.
Yes. Right. So, what's our first step when we get a problem like this? What do we need to do once we read the problem and find out what we need to do with the problem?
Work it out.
Cross out the extra information. So you know how she asked the first question that Ms. Johnson asked was, is there any information that we're missing? Could there be a problem where you're missing information?
Yeah.
So on those, you need to be confident enough to say, no, that I don't have that information.
Because if you don't have that information, can you solve the problem?
No.
You shouldn't spend forever trying.
Because what if I just gave you that part right there, that a bike is smaller than the average family car? The bike length is 3 to 8 inches, height is 19 inches, and the weight is 39 pounds. Can I solve? And would it be like, what? Could I figure out what the length of the car was then?
No, because you didn't know how much.
Right. Like if I said how long is the car, well, we wouldn't know because, like Christian said, we don't know how much bigger the length is. It could be 5 times bigger, it could be 10 times, it could be 20, it could be 100 times bigger. So that would be missing information. So you would say the part that you're missing. You can't just say missing information. You need to be specific. Like we're missing how much longer the car is than the bike, or how much taller the car is than the bike, and so on like that. Okay. Any last questions that we have about this? You guys confident in this? And being able to dissect this problem?
Yes.
To find it so it doesn't confuse you and trick you? Yes? Okay. So, we have a math review today. Okay? Our topic 6 review.
After the test on it.
Topic 6
Are we
test
gonna do it
review.
that?
Yes, you guys
Yay.
have